What's up, traders? Dave FX Hunter here with another stream. So welcome, and we will do as usually the dollar index, euro, pound, and then we will look to some swing opportunities as usually. I just want to ask if anyone is connected, if you can tell me that you can hear me, because yesterday we had a problem with the mic, so that would be good. That if you tell me that you can hear me, but I think it should be fine. So, okay. All right. Okay. So we start with the dollar index. We are looking to the dollar index 20 minutes, and it's quite boring price action for the last 2 days, because since that big news, the price has moved up, and right now it's basically ranging. It created this high here on the Tuesday, then it established the range low the next day, and then you can see the price is moving between this, right? So we have this previous day's highs, which are these equal highs. So here can be liquidity, uh, because of course some traders probably shorted maybe here this trend line break, but the price is being held above this order block, which has made break here. So what we got in here now, in my opinion, and what I would be interested to do, sorry, but for the intraday trading, I think that if we break up in here, then we will definitely visit this two lows in here, right? So something like this is expected for today, and I will definitely do basically my intraday strategy. So waiting for the price to break in here and then start to doing some pullbacks. Of course, I don't know where it will be, if it's going to be above here, or maybe if it's going to be in here, and starting to do the pullback, then I will be interested to enter the trade. But I don't trade dollar index. Even my broker offers this option, but I don't do that, right? So I'm watching the dollar index just for the confirmations. And as you can see, for the last 2 days, actually nothing happened, right? But if we look, for example, to the euro, I'm trading these rates of the previous day's lows, highs, and here we can see that here we had this Wednesday, previous day's low, right? And then we can see that the price has met our setup, right? So what we had here, we had the break of the structure, right? Created new high, internal. Then we have the pullback, which has to be below the 50% at least. Was it? Yes, it was below this 50%. Even if we look at the optimal trade entry, sorry, I need to reverse it. So it's going to be this one. Okay, sorry. Let me do it this way. Like this. Okay, right. And I will put as well the levels, so you can see it's around the 61.5. So it's here, right? So what we could do here is entering here with the stop loss here and the targeting risk reward 3 would be somewhere here, right? So yeah, it would not happen, but at least it would hit the break even, where we wanted to enter. And actually the entry would be here, right? And then it moved, and then nothing, right? So it would be break even. But as said, that I'm looking for the price action and the confirmation on the dollar index, which was doing nothing, so I wasn't entering in here, right? So if the dollar doesn't move the game, that it doesn't drive the price, these setups, even they give something, I'm trying to avoid them, right? Here is the pound. And as you can see as well, here we had this breakthrough the previous day's lows, right? So in that moment, we could be watching price action for some breakout and for the potential setups. But as we can see here, is this swing high that broke through this low. Did it break up? No. So no setup, no setup, right? Nothing. Here we have now previous day's low and previous week's low, right? So after this previous day's low will be violated and we get some break, and this, yes, then the setup could be possible if the dollar index obviously does the opposite, right? So the dollar index will be basically strong and then it start to move down. What I don't like on the pound is to taking a trade from here while we have the previous week's low in here, right? Because most likely if the previous week's high was taken out, as we already said yesterday, and it was taken out, then the price is dropping down and it will most likely reach the previous week's low, especially as the pound is in the downtrend. So, but as we trade intraday, still we could get our 1 2 3 risk reward trade, because if the price doesn't go too low, and depends how the price action will will be formed, we still could get it, right? So what is very important, actually, I realized, is that trying to being clever and pick up the best trades, or the best looking ones, not always it's correct. What is more important is simply to take every trade which meets your setup, because every time I hesitate, or thinking it doesn't look good or something like that, in the end these trades working, and those which I missed or I didn't take for some reason, then um, then those works, and actually those I'm trying to to push the trade, then it even doesn't work, right? So yeah, so this is for the pound, euro, and the dollar. And actually on the euro I didn't set about the plan. So here what I think is that basically if the if the euro, in this moment I will not be doing anything, right? Because look, we have the liquidity here, we have liquidity here, right? Like, so you got 50-50% that the price goes up or down. The market makers, they can manipulate it very easily, and moving it these, I don't know how many pips is that, it's moving 30 pips up, 30 pips down, that's very easy, right? So uh, if these two are taken out and the setups will form, and the dollar index doing the opposite, then the short, and here on the bottom possible long, right? So just to explain one thing, I'm not trying to predict the long term direction, even though if you look to the bigger time frame, we can see that most likely the price will go lower, right? But still, even if it's going lower, we still can get some pullbacks in here on the 1 minute or 3 minutes, 5 minutes, where I'm trading these intradays, and still can get our pips from the market, right? So long term, what is possible to see or to expect, I think we will might see the drop here again, right? But already, if we look at this would be very interesting target. I think, in my opinion, that here we might would be looking to go in the next week or the month. If we drop down here, then the price action start to form its things, this could happen, right? But it's not for my intraday setups, right? So in the intraday, we focus scalping the violations of the liquidity zones. If we look to the swing setups, what we got here, so I actually have running couple trades. So here is the Aussie cat, which I shorted in here. where we had actually we had this order block, and it was in confluence of the previous week's high, right? So we have the previous week's high, price was dropping down, established previous week's low. Then we had the weekly open, price actually opened. So this was the last week, then the price moved up here, then the price opened in here. First 2 3 days it went up and then it dropped down, right? Now we have this ranging. And yesterday actually here was the previous day's high, right? So price took this out and then it's starting to dropping, and my target is a previous week's low, so holding in this one. And in my opinion, it can go even lower, but honestly, I'm a little bit losing the patience with this one. So if this reach this previous week's low, I will be glad to get out from this trade. Next one is Aussie JPY. Here, the same thing. So we had the previous week's high being taken out. Then we had this previous day's high, and on the Tuesday's news, the price took out this liquidity and started to drop down. So I actually placed the sell stop, and since then I'm in the trade, right? So what we had then we had the break of the structure in here, right? Then the price has made the pullback into the order block, which caused this break, right? Since then the price break lower again, and we have again the break of the structure, right? So every break of the structure, the price mostly make a pullback into the level where was the orders for this break accumulated, and it's mostly accumulated in the up move. So it where this starting is actually in this low of this candle until here, right? So price retest is, of course, it can dip even more inside of it, so it would be possible that it can come into the 50% of that, right? So there is a where the mostly the price comes and reacts, right? And then expecting the price to go to the previous week's low. Of course, we will see if it will go there or not. My stop loss is already on the break even. Hey, good morning, Mr. Schwarzenegger. I didn't see you for some time. Hello, Fakiri. Fikri, yours okay. Okay, good. Next one is Frank Yan. So we actually had the sell stop in here. And again, just to repeat this setup. So we had the previous week's high taken out, then previous day's high, which was somewhere here, I think, taken out, and then price creates the break of the structure, right? Then we have the pullback. In this trade, I actually entered with the sell stop in here. So I went into the profit, then the price retraced, and now it's going down again, right? So entering with the sell stop is actually not bad, but being patient and simply drawing this Fibo in here, and using it like this and entering here on the 60.1, placing the stop loss here, that would be much better, right? But I did it as I did it, right? So I had to survive this drawdown yesterday, right? And now the trade start to looks good. And here on the franc, I'm actually expecting a big drop, right? Because the next week, the SNB, which is the Swiss National Bank, they are planning to raise the interest rates, which of course means that it is a positive for the franc. But uh, here is the thing: markets knows about it, and market is expecting it, and they are expecting it for quite some time. And let me show you something. So how this mechanism works, and why many people are tricked by this, right? So let me bring even the weekly and look at this where we are right now. This is a previous year's high. The price has break through it, and it went up in the three waves, one, two, three, without even any proper correction, right? This is a weekly chart. So does it mean that it will break and drop all the way down here? Well, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if I could hold even such a trade. But I think we have a big chance that something like this will be happening, because as said, the Swiss National Bank is going to rise the interest rates, and we can see that actually the markets knows about it. Once they announced it, how this works, it's like this mechanism is like a buy the rumors, sell the news, right? So once the SNB announced that they will be rising the interest rates, the market makers start to buy the Swiss franc, right? So Swiss franc is going up, and then once they do that, the retail traders think in the way that okay, the interest rates is going up, the Swiss franc will go up. Well, but the market makers, the smart money, they already did it, and once these interest rates are really raised up, they actually take profit, right? So market is actually the discounting mechanism of the future. So so in my opinion, and I think that's will be the case, this interest rates raise is priced in already. So what, and it will be 22nd, which is I think next Thursday, when this will be raised, and I think the franc will drop. All right, so I have actually a couple more setups, and what I like the most is right now the JPY, and I will show you actually the setup I'm watching on the Euro JPY, which we have here as well. So what we got? We got the previous week's high broken up, then the price retraced, and it broke below the previous week's high again, right? And right now, what we got here is the price has made this break of the structure. So it's a clue that might we can go lower. What we have here inside, the price has made some correction, and now it is ranging in here on the small time frame. So let's go to the 1 hour. So it's ranging in here, and you can see they've been trying to suck some people into the shorts, those who don't want to miss it, and where they will put their stop loss. Their stop loss most likely will be above the previous day's high, right? So what I am looking for is for the violation of the previous day's highs. The stop losses of those who enter at the break of this trend line, they will put stop loss here or here. So once those stop losses and the price reach this order block, these candles where we had this range, and then the strong displacement from here. So once this order block is visited, which is as well by the case, by the way, look at this. This is a Fibo. So if we place the Fibo from here, from the top to the bottom here, we get these lines, right? These blue ones is a 61.8 Fibo, right? So once this previous day's highs is taken out, this order block and as well confluence with the Fibo, there I would like to be entering, right, for the short. And the same is with the NZDJPY, very similar case. Look at this. So we have here is actually very big liquidity. Let's look weekly. You see these highs has been taken out, right? And then previous week's high taken out. Then we have this strong candle down. So now waiting for the similar thing. We have the break of the structure, one break of the structure, second break of the structure. Then we have here previous day's high as well, the order block, right? If we plot the Fibo in here, right? 61.8 is here. So uh, I would like to see a opportunity above here, right? Above this previous day's high. This what I got in here. That's what I why I like the trading view. I have drawn like something what I'm expecting, right? But what would be the perfect to see if this is taken out, and as well in the same case, because I don't like this on the USD JPY that they have left these two in here, right? So if this is taken out and start to drop, then it would be a really good setup. So this one is just a of course the pre-plan, right? Yeah, and I think this is it for today. That's what I have under my radar. That's what I will be probably trading. So waiting for the setups to form. Are you? Yes, I am. Hello, Ice Lemon. Ice Lemon. Yes, I am using the elements of the ICT. Definitely. My background is I used to trade a lot of like a supply demands, market profile, and as well I use the some elements from the ICT, which is I'm saying the order block, but it's a supply demands very similar. ICT will tell you that it's not similar, that it's something different. uh, Important is the order flow, right? So what we can see with the structure, and as well what I took from the ICT is this elements of the previous week's highs, lows. That's really something what I like to, so in order to explain about the strategy, I would say that and what would be my recommendation to everyone is um, don't try to follow someone's strategy, but basically pick up what is a useful for you, what you feel comfortable with, and you build your own strategy, and mainly back test it, right? So I said, using the Fibo, using the week's highs, lows, days highs, lows, month highs, lows, weekly open, the market profile, supply demands levels, order blocks, not using the classical supports, because classic supports, I think they works as a liquidity, right? So here we have basically these two levels, which is like a classical retail trading support. So people will most likely be trading the long in here, but what they will do is once the price bounce from here, they will put stop loss, right? So it's actually why we think that the price will come down here to this level, because look, we have these two lows, right? It looks like price is supporting because it didn't break through it. So many people would think that, okay, this is great, this is a support, right? So what we have seen in here is a breakout, and then people thinking, all right, this is a trend, this is uptrend, and they are actually correct, because trend is your friend but of course until it ends, right? So if they enter long in here, right, and they expecting some big moves up, yes, some of them will put the stop loss here below the previous week's low. So price will most likely come here, right? But some of them, and it could be even the big hedge funds, because even the hedge funds lose the money. They will put stop loss here because it looks like the price is supporting this level and would be strong, but most likely the price will come here because the market is very efficient, and it's basically its work is to fill the orders, right? So where is the most orders, then it will comes. So yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, my friends. So this is it for today, and I wish you have a great rest of the day and have a great rest of the weekend. Right, and it's Friday, and be careful because at this price action on around the dollar, it's not so clear, and it was quite awful last days. And as there was not much trading actually since this news, I think we could might see something sharp. So be careful. Definitely wait for the setup, and as well remember, most important thing is to stick to your strategy. So if you lose the money but your trade was based on your strategy and you did everything wrong, it's okay. But if you don't follow the strategy, then it's not correct. All right. So let's see how it will be today. Bye bye.